to me, there's absolutely no form of communication that is superior to another. That's why on this episode of Autism Stories, I'm happy to have Rohit Dixit as a guest to discuss Rohit's story in the book Autobiographies of Autistics Who Type, Point, and Spell to Communicate. I'll also talk with Rohit about communicating through the rapid prompting method, better known as RPM, his desire to be a journalist, and blogging for over 15 years. We hope you enjoy today's conversation. Rohit, thanks so much for joining me today. I wanted to start out and learn, where does your story in the autistic community begin?
Mr. Blecher, I thank you for having me in your podcast. I am so thrilled to answer your questions, which are so pertaining to my situation. It all started when I was just 3 years after my diagnosis, and I was not aware of my actions and was really different. My real journey into the world of autism began around 5 years, though I was not particular about what will the future holds at that time. As I grew older, my frustration started because I couldn't express verbally. All that changed when I met someone and started RPM. My frustration levels also started coming down after I started open communication.
I read where you said you're proud to be Kannada. For those that don't know what Kannada is, what makes you proud to be part of that community?
My ethnic origin is from southern part of Indian subcontinent. My parents came from one of the southern state in India called Karnataka, where the spoken language is Kannada. A Kannadiga is one who speaks this language, which is rich in culture and is considered one of the ancient languages dating back to 1,500 years.
Now, your autobiography was in the book Autobiographies of Autistics Who Type, Point, and Spell to Communicate. It's a compilation of 45 autobiographies of extraordinary individuals who use keyboards, letterboards, and communication devices. Why was it important for you to have your story included in such a book?
I feel through my autobiography, I can spread the message to the rest of the world to see how people with autism live their day-to-day lives with so many physical hurdles. Another objective is to create an awareness that world should accept and treat us like any other individuals. One other important message I wanted to convey is, we can also think and express our thoughts through other mode of communication.
Now, like you, there are so many non-speaking autistics that are out there that have such important things to say. Do you have any suggestions for non-speaking autistics' social media accounts for people to follow?
Oh yes, there are many modes of social medias are available now, but they have to be careful before revealing any of their personal information. There are some good blogs and books written by good autistic authors. The one I know is Soma Santito. He has penned many good books on his own journey into the world of autism. He also has a Facebook page where he posts his poems. The book Autobiography also lists blogs of many authors.
Now, I've interviewed a lot of people here on Autism Stories that have their own blogs. However, I don't know if I've talked with anyone who's been blogging since 2006 like you have. Definitely a different day and time. What have been the benefits to you for writing your blog?
I started early, thanks to RPM and Soma Mukhopadhyay, a founder of RPM. I was able to communicate when I was 5. With my mother's and aunt's help, we were able to compile all my writings in one place, and my blog started in 2006, and I have contributed on a continuous basis. Publishing my blog gave me a desire and encouragement to think my thoughts and publish it. Blog gave me a space to express my creativity. Awesome question.
And in your blog, on multiple occasions, you've mentioned about your desire to be a journalist. What is it about journalism that you feel pulls you in that direction?
Awesome question. As I said earlier, bringing awareness and raising our voice to the world is one of my mission, and want to show that we are no less than any neurotypical person. Ever since I started watching ABC World News with David Muir, I was so encouraged the way he reports. He is my role model.
There are hurdles, and sometimes big hurdles, to achieve our goals. What have been some of those hurdles for you in turning your desire of becoming a journalist into a reality?
Am trained in Rapid Prompting Method, RPM, started by Soma Mukhopadhyay and one of her early students from 2005. The most and biggest hurdle is communication because of my sensory, mind and body issues which distracts my actions. RPM helps me to communicate and provide a means to learn the academics. Being an autistic adult itself is a hurdle. In spite of all these challenges, I try to focus and do my level best to become a journalist.
And what are some things that in the future you feel like are important for you to write about?
The time is the essence of all the events that is happening now. The future pretty much relies on the present events. I am going to write about whatever is personified on the events that is going to shape the future.
And if there are companies or people out there that are interested in hiring you to be maybe a contributor for their magazine or publications, how would they go about contacting you?
I feel it is safer to be contacted through my blog site, https://autismfunstories.wordpress.com/author/autismfunstories/ or via my mom's email Dixit@gmail.com.
Well, Rohit, I really enjoyed our conversation. Thanks so much for making time to talk with me today.
It was my L-E-S-U. It was my pleasure. Anything else you want to say? Yeah. I am so thrilled. I'm so thrilled to be what? On this what? P-O what? Podcast. You're so thrilled to be in this podcast.